Hey guys, my name is Chantel. Welcome back to my channel and thanks for hanging out with me today. So today we're gonna go ahead and talk about episode 16 of Run with the Wind. So this episode was really intense. That's the best way that I can describe this episode because oh my gosh, my heart could not take it. Oh my gosh. Anywho, let's go ahead and start off from the beginning. So we basically pick up where we last left off with Haiji trying to avoid the runner that fell, and he pretty much uses his like bad knee to support himself to jump over to like the side, and in that instant we can see that Haiji feels like this sharp pain, and I was like, oh my god, that had me very worried for Haiji. I hope he is okay because we do see this again. I think I don't really know, like maybe towards the middle of the race or the end of the race, like he starts to feel pain in that knee, and I was just a little bit worried about my boy. I hope he's okay. Overall, I think he just put too much pressure on that bad knee, you know, having to jump and support himself with the bad knee and then having to run this long probably is what caused so much pain. Like I'm pretty sure he's feeling a lot right now, poor Haiji, because yeah, I don't know what else to say but poor Haiji, and I hope he's okay. But I have a feeling this isn't gonna be the first time we see something like this, so I'm a little bit worried and concerned for my poor boy Haiji. I just want him to be okay because he's really close to his dream. Like they were like right there. Anyways, enough about Haiji. Well, actually, let me talk about that one scene between him and Kakeru. I thought that was really cool where they pass each other when they're running. I thought that shot was like so cool because it just goes slow motion and just, it was really cool to see. Anyways, let's move on to the rest of the race, which most of our boys, obviously, you know, this team, it's full of amateurs, so of course this is going to be a lot on them because this is something that they're experiencing for the first time. So seeing most of them, not all of them, drop like flies, it's kind of to be expected, especially Prince. Like I don't know why, like out of everybody I was a little bit more worried about Prince. Like yes, Haiji, but Prince especially because this, I mean, he has come a long way like I said before in my other videos, but this is the first time and he's basically like the last one, so I was a little worried. I was like, oh, like he's probably gonna make it by a hair to qualify for this, and it was really nerve-wracking. But Prince pulled through and I'm really happy that he made it up until the very end. He did his best. That's all we could really ask about Prince. I'm so proud of him. I think like out of everybody it took a lot out of him because I mean we did see him throw up, so of course his body's not used to this, and it's just my poor Prince. But overall I'm just really happy that he made it, and well, everybody made it. Like I'm really happy that everyone did a good job, they made it, and that's all we could ask. The thing that had me like on the edge of my seat is when they started announcing like who was going to move on to the Hakone Ekiden. That, oh my gosh, especially because the announcers were taking their sweet time announcing the teams, and I was just like, why are you doing this? This is torture. Like just tell me everybody that made it, like just rip the band-aid off. The best way that I can describe myself like watching that was Musa's reaction. That was literally me. Him praying was me. Honestly, Musa has become super relatable. Like he's become like one of my favorites lately. I don't know why, like lately I've just been loving Musa a lot. So yeah, anywho. But I mean, who doesn't love Musa? Musa is a very interesting character and I love him. I mean, I love all the boys, but still, you know, I have my favorites. Anyways, our boys actually do make it. They're in 10th place, so they make it by a hair. And I am so beyond excited for our boys, and just seeing Haiji's reaction, like how happy he is. I love seeing how both him and Kakeru just like turn to each other instantly. Every boy's reaction was so priceless. Like they're so happy, and like they're finally like, they're like, Haiji's really close to achieving his dream. Like it's starting to become a reality, and I could not be happier for him. It's amazing. But while the boys are celebrating, we do get to see the twins. There's something off about them because, I mean, we know the twins, they're always like happy-go-lucky and full of energy, and all of a sudden they're just really quiet, and you can tell that there's something bugging them, something's going on in their mind. And it isn't until like the last few minutes of this episode that we start to see like what's bugging them. They talk to Kakeru and they're like, when Haiji is talking about that we'll reach the top, what does he mean exactly? Does he mean that we're gonna win, or we have to win, be first place and stuff like that? Like, they started to ask a lot of questions, and they started to like seek Kakeru for answers. And they start to say, you know, what exactly is it that we're running for? And hearing this from the twins, I was like, oh shit, this is getting a little too real right now, like with the twins, because they're just so happy-go-lucky and they go with the flow. So seeing that they're asking these type of questions, like almost like, obviously I'm gonna say, oh shit, because oh shit, like that's the best way that I can describe that moment. And it looks like in the next episode, it's gonna focus on the twins trying to find that answer for themselves. Because for each of the boys, the answer varies. It's not gonna be the same for everybody. What their goal is, what is it that they're running for, you know? Also, can we just talk about like Kakeru's reaction to hearing this from the twins? He's a little bit taken back and like shocked and surprised. So I don't think Kakeru knows how to react, or I'm really curious to see what Kakeru is gonna say, or if he's gonna say something, because yeah, this is really interesting. Like I said, coming from the twins, this is really interesting. This is definitely a different side to the twins for sure though, and I am a little worried about them. I mean, obviously they're gonna be fine, they're gonna find their answers to themselves, and I think that's all I really have to say when it comes to this week's episode of Run with the Wind. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me ramble on about this week's episode, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!